Hey y'all, I hope you guys are having an easier time than I did trying to figure out what to eat while you are on your 28 day or however many days y'all are doing Daniel fast. So at first I had a problem when I did it the first time, I believe last year, because I started running out of options and I'm like, oh my goodness, I wanted everything to be straight down to the T, like, you know what I mean? So I wanted no sugar, no salt, no none of that. And then upon reading, I do believe that some people said that you can have a little bit, very slight bit of pure type of salt, like the pink Himalayan salt, but I don't know if you want to incorporate that into your Daniel fast or not. But I know you're not supposed to use a lot of it. You're only supposed to use it very, very, very sparingly. So one of the meals that I found that was super easy, super good, something that I could eat more than one of the days out of the 28 days, was making my own chipotle bowl. So I substituted rice, which you can use brown rice, but I don't particularly like brown rice, so I substituted it for cauliflower rice. And so I put the cauliflower rice on the bottom, and then I would do black beans. Actually, sorry, let me go back a little bit. To the cauliflower rice, I would add cilantro and lime still, so that it has that cilantro lime flavor like the chipotle bowl does. And then I would add the black beans on top. No meat, of course, but then I would still do shredded lettuce. I would do my own guacamole, because a lot of the other guacamoles that I found did have other things in it that I didn't like. I noticed that a lot of things have yeast in it or sugar added, which are things you cannot have on the Daniel fast. And so I would just mash my own avocado up, and then I put that on there. And then sometimes I would add like a little tomato type of salsa if you want to add that. Just vegetables that you want to find. There's some people do what is the onion? So I don't know what that is at Chipotle. I've never gotten it. It's there's like an onion veggie thing that they have. It's like green peppers and onions and whatever that. Maybe you could add some of that to it. That would be good as well. Obviously you can't have the cheese or the sour cream or and stuff like that. But other than that, the bowl is like A1. Besides the Chipotle bowl, I did do my take on beans and rice a lot. When I say a lot, I mean a whole lot. Okay, your girl's stomach was on 10. But I did do the cauliflower rice again, and I did do navy beans, or what do you call them? Great Northern beans, I guess you would call them. And that was really good. I'm used to beans and rice growing up, and so that was fine for me. And again, you can always use brown rice, but I'm not a brown rice fan. Besides those two, I did end up finding a spaghetti that was made out of, I don't know, I'm gonna put it somewhere on this video, but I can't remember exactly what it's made of. It might be chickpeas, lentils, something it was made out of, but it had pretty good ingredients, very small amount of ingredients. I'm gonna put it up here in the video somewhere. But so I used that. I did not add salt to my water. And then for the sauce, really simple, just I sauteed minus the salt and you are allowed to use the healthy kind of oils, and so I did put some oil in my pan, a little bit sparingly again, and I put in there I chopped up some diced tomatoes. I added mushrooms. What else did I add? Onions, some seasonings, but again, very sparingly with the seasonings. Look it up if you don't know which seasonings that you can or can't have. I don't want to tell y'all the wrong thing, but I did add a little bit of seasoning, so I did. Oh, and also green peppers I put in there as well. And then I let that saute for a while so it turned thick and saucy. Again, I was trying to add tomato paste to thicken it up a little bit, but again, the tomato paste, they all had tons of sugar added to them, and I don't know why. Everything has sugar. But yeah, so I added that, and then I made my spaghetti, and that was really good as well. I went even over to the vegan section in the stores, trying to find things that I could substitute, but a lot of these things have sugar in it. They have yeast in it, which you're not allowed to have, and a bunch of different ingredients that I'm not even sure what they were. So I was just like, yeah, no. So those were, also one of the best things is black bean burgers. Okay, listen, when I tell you, if you add smoked paprika, I had to look that up. You are allowed to have smoked paprika on the Daniel fast. I added smoked paprika, but make sure you pay attention to your ingredients on your seasonings, because they do have, some of them have red dye, blue, yellow, red, 5, and all that stuff in them. But this one I had was organic, and it didn't. And when I added that smoked paprika, it made the burger that much better. I substituted the bread with lettuce. And so also what I had a hard time with at first last year was getting the burger to stick together, because you know you can't use egg while you're on the Daniel fast. You're not allowed to have egg, and so that's what makes the burger stick together. I looked it up online. Flax seed and water, you mix that together. I'll put the measurements up here somewhere. You mix that together, stick it in the fridge for a few minutes, and it turns jelly like, almost like an egg. Mix that with your black bean burger. Perfection. So yeah, I would literally just put a tomato on that and wrap it with lettuce, and that was like really, really good too. If you want to make like your own version of chips, you can do that. I used parsnips before. Those were really, really good too. The only thing about the parsnips is you try to keep them all the same size, because when I baked them, you have to bake those for, I believe it was 30 minutes. But when I baked those, the little ones were a little more done than the bigger ones, and then I had to re-put those back in. So when you chop up your parsnips, a mandolin would be the easiest way, but I ended up using a knife, and I wish I would have had a mandolin. But I put those in the oven. Those were A1 as well. And you can also do that with sweet potatoes and apples to make your own like chips, just to substitute for, like, if you are a big chip person, you're having trouble with chips. Those are some good options for chips. And then for sweets, I literally am just continuing to eat my fruits and vegetables. Sorry, these look crazy now, y'all. I've been eating a lot of the cherries and stuff, but this is just a mix of oranges, blueberries, and cherries. I mixed a lot of different fruits together this whole time. Bananas, watermelons, mangoes have been my go-to. Even apples. I'm not a big apple person. But the fruits are pretty, you know, the sweets are pretty easy to get in fruit, so there's nothing really more you have to do with that. There's so many varieties of fruits depending on where you live at or whatever. But I feel like the mealtime was the hardest. Also, let me not forget this one. This is a good one. 7-layer bean dip, y'all. It's so hard to find a bean that didn't have a lot of ingredients too, but I ended up getting a Kroger brand. We live in Ohio here, so we have a Kroger. I don't know if you guys have anything like a Kroger where you live at, but at our Kroger they have a refried bean that is like a vegetarian or vegan one, and that didn't have anything but refried beans in it. And so I ended up getting that, put that at the bottom. I made myself some guacamole, put that on top of that. And then I just added the rest of the stuff, like my black olives, jalapenos, my tomatoes. That was so good, y'all. I found also a blue corn tortilla chip. I don't know how y'all feel about that, but this blue corn tortilla chip that I found was another organic one, and all it was pressed blue corn and salt. I believe it was like lightly salted. And again, very sparingly if you're going to get things with salt on them, because you're not supposed to have a bunch of seasonings while you're on the Daniel fast too. The point is to eat them raw and fresh when it comes to vegetables and when it comes to the things that you're eating. So if you're gonna substitute things, be sure you look at the ingredients. Like, y'all, I'm not a person that really looks at ingredients on things that I eat, but I have never been more anxious to look at ingredients while I'm on this, because I don't want to cheat it. I don't want to cheat myself. And just last but not least, y'all, it is not just about starving the flesh. Remember this. Fasting is also about feeding the spirit. So while you are starving the flesh and you're eating just like the raw fruits and vegetables, or even the times you don't eat, because I don't allow myself to eat before noon. Even though I'm doing the Daniel fast, I don't allow myself to eat before noon, and then I'm still only allowing myself to eat in small increments. I'm not allowing myself big, huge meals every day. And so just remember that you're to feed your spirit good things too. I'm still studying my Bible. I'm praying a lot more than I normally pray during the day. I'm praying a lot, and I'm studying Bible verses as well, watching sermons. You want to make sure you're getting the fruits and vegetables too, but feed your spirit while you're starving your flesh. But that is it for this video, y'all. Let me know if I helped y'all any at all. Leave me a comment. Give me some ideas, because I will be doing another fast again. Probably the Daniel fast, because that's the one I like the most. Leave me some comments and let me know. If you guys think like, hey, you shouldn't be doing that, let me know. Tell us, sister. Or give me some ideas or some food tips. Peace, y'all.